Vintage sand.
Hello, 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 Vintage Sand fans, all of you everywhere. Those of you moving to Greenland, those of you who are staying put, and listen, you can get land cheap in Greenland now, so jump while you can. Lots of fish there and such. Welcome to Vintage Sand 2026 edition, the film history podcast, your film history podcast. We want to thank you for taking your time, as always, to join us. And this is my moment to let you know that this marks kind of an end of an ending moment, an inflection point, as the kids say, for us, because among the episodes that we've done, among the favorites from the fan base have been our alternate Oscars episodes. And I'm surprised to say, although we have been doing this in April, it'll be 8 years, guys. Can you imagine? Yeah, we started in April 18. No. I know, right? It was a different world back then.
Wow.
In the before time.
Yeah, it was.
But
really?
We have done every decade where there were every full decade where Oscars were given out. I'll leave it to you to go to the website, www.vintagesand.com, and look up which episodes they are. And we have covered every decade except for the most recent, the 2010's. So, therefore, we are going to devote this episode, episode 65, and our February episode, episode 66, to the alternative Oscars best of the 2010's. Now, we're going to try to keep this episode fairly short in that we've already had a couple of occasions to talk about our favorite films of the teens. We did an end of the decade wrap-up, I think in episode 20 or 21 or so, and we just recently did our favorites of the 21st century, in which a lot of these films ended up. So you've heard us say a lot of this, so we're going to try to keep it to a minimum, we being the assembled Team Vintage Sand collectively. Gentlemen, care to reintroduce yourselves to the audience?
This is John Meyer. Hello, people.
And this is Michael Edmund. Good evening.
See, and he didn't say hello, people. He didn't see your line, steal your line that time. I was kind of waiting for it, but... And I am your humble narrator, Josh Cabot, of course, and we are really excited, as I said, to bring to you alternate Oscars, the 2010's edition. I mean, I don't know what you got. There were a couple of years where they definitely got it right. I mean, certainly with Parasite, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but well, we'll talk about it as we go through. This episode, we're going to cover 2010 to 2014, and next episode, we'll cover 2015 to 19. But there was The Artist, and there was Argo. Argo wasn't a bad film.
No, I enjoyed Argo.
Fine, but not... In the year,
I think Argo is good. That's not what I would.
Yeah, in the year of a certain Terrence Malick film that we will mention, and then there's Green Book. In the year of Roma. So yeah, we'll.
In the year of anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't that bad. Come on.
Yes, it was.
It really was. It was so patronizing. I mean, two great actors.
Yeah,
I grant you.
That's really what saves the movie. It's very well acted.
Great performances, yes, no doubt. But I mean, if you take an overall 30,000-foot view of the decade, I mean, it was a very transitional time for film. The foreign market came to be more important than the domestic market, and they seemed to be only making movies for 12-year-old boys, all of which led to a kind of a lowest common denominator feel, the Marvel universe, the DC universe, the intellectual property, throw in streaming, and the fact that people are watching epic films on their little iPhones, and,
so weird.
Yeah, it is so weird. So, but I think, only 5+ years out, I think it's a little early to say what his film historians will make of the 2010's. All right, but there were some really, really... First of all, the Mexican New Wavers came of age, basically owned the Best Director Oscar for, 5 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Right? Cuarón won 2, Iñárritu won 2, and Del Toro won for Shape of Water. Yep.
Yeah.
And Also got to see some new folks that we've talked about a lot, like Chloe Zhao, like Ryan Coogler, Ava DuVernay, Jordan Peele, Greta Gerwig, Steve McQueen, Damien Chazelle, some really good new people, and some really good and interesting genre directors like Ari Aster, Alex Garland, Robert Eggers, and maybe at the top of the list, Denis Villeneuve, who I understand is doing the new Bond film whenever that comes out. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Interesting.
And we had some good work from our 90s people, Fincher, the Coen brothers, Spike Lee, Christopher Nolan did some great stuff, Todd Haynes, I'm always on Todd Haynes, Team Haynes, all right, and the Andersons, both Wes and PTA divisions. And we even got some good work from the old school guys from the Hollywood New Wave. Scorsese did. I mean, I don't get Wolf of Wall Street. Maybe you guys
can.
Yeah, everybody loves that film.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love it. I think it's a good movie. I mean, you kind of view it as a comedy. But I kind of agree. I remember you said this to me about maybe the last half hour. It starts to become almost numbing.
Yeah, and
also you never get a sense of what they do. How bad it's harming people.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, which is
and
not
it's long. It's too
that's
really,
and it's a little long. Yes.
And it's not, except for the level of excess, it's nothing we haven't seen in other Scorsese films about excess, but people love that. My favorite Scorsese, I mean, maybe The Irishman, but I loved Hugo. I don't know why Hugo failed.
I like Hugo a lot.
A lot. And
left me cold.
And I liked Silence. I thought Silence was beautiful.
You saw Silence?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Me and 3 other guys.
No, I saw it. But it was a SAG screening.
It was it was
literally commercially came and went.
Yeah, no, I think I saw it on HBO or something like that. Spielberg at least did Lincoln. I mean, there was
Lincoln's great.
Bad
yeah,
films in
and there, when he got together with Tony Kushner.
Yeah, absolutely.
His work really just shot up in my estimation.
Malick did a couple of good films, and there was the surprise reappearance of Paul Schrader.
Yes.
With First Reformed, and then the one with Oscar Isaac about the car. Yeah, I mean, so some really good stuff. So, I would say to you, our beloved audience, settle in, have yourselves one of those beautiful pastries from Mendel's, and join us for our final foray into the world of alternative Oscars, the 2010s. So logically, it makes sense.
Unless we explore other categories.
See what he did? You see what he did there? You've lit the fire. All right.
I thought of that too.
We'll have to see about that. We might have to go there. Well, we could always talk about director.
Yes.
So, but there you go. So we start with 2010, logically enough, and of course the winner that year was The King's Speech. I liked The King's Speech. I thought it was like really good masterpiece theater.
You know the story about The King's Speech, how long it took to make.
No.
Oh yeah, the writer wrote the screenplay, but he got all the information from forget the character's name, the Jeffrey Rush character,
the speech
therapist. But he said you cannot make this movie until the Queen Mother dies.
Yeah.
And she never died.
Yeah, I know. She kept on.
She just kept going on and on.
She lived to be
she persisted.
103, and when the screenwriter, and I can't remember his name, usually screenwriters tend to be on the youngish side, this elderly man is walking up. And it was like, poor guy, he finally got his...
How old was he by the time he won? What?
He was definitely in his 70s.
The thing I loved best about King's Speech was Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh, I thought she was
because she had
really good.
She had been playing Mrs. Lovitz and sort of over the top loonies for her husband, and it was just nice to see her straight up acting again. Yeah. And reminded me why I love her so much.
Although I didn't mind her, I liked her as Mrs. Lovett.
So, well, we've talked about Sweeney Todd. Yep, no.
Ad nauseum.
Yep, no. And the film that I would have picked for 2010. Well, Mike, why don't you tell us what was nominated?
The other nominees were Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception,
sure,
The Kids Are All Right, 127 Hours, which felt like it.
It cost an arm and a leg to make, but
exactly. The Social Network, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter's Bone. And the New York Film Critics, LA Film Critics, and National Society of Film Critics all gave it to the Social Network.
Listen, yeah, and I've said this before here. Everyone says Social Network is the film that showed us the future. I think it's a really, really well done film. I think it's beautifully acted. I don't find anything particularly Fincher about it, but
that's why I think I like it.
Yeah, there's no rule that David Fincher has to make David Fincher films. It's beautifully done. But, of course, those of you who are frequent listeners know that I would have given it to Deborah Granick and Winter's Bone. That film still, 15 years later, continues to move me every time I see it. And I do watch it. He's introduced us to Jennifer Lawrence and just told a story that, as I've said, is both incredibly specific to that time and place, now in the Ozarks on the borderlands between Arkansas and Missouri, and yet completely eternal. A forever story, going all the way back to Antigone. So my choice for 2010 is Granick's Winter's Bone. Johnny?
I was going to say about Social Network. I thought it was very well done.
Really
I have
well
no
done.
desire to see it again.
Neither did I. No, it's not a...
The thing that always surprises me when I see it is Andrew Garfield. I really like him in that.
Yeah, he's good.
I generally don't like him, but he is good in that.
So is...
Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah.
He's excellent in it, yet...
And Justin Timberlake is great in it.
I think it's partly the character, and it's right. Do you want to spend more than 2 minutes with that person?
Even less so
even
now.
Less than that.
Even less so now.
I kind of lean towards The Ghostwriter.
I love The Ghostwriter. I think
too.
that's Polanski's last great film.
Yeah.
Very tense, very smart. Well, the Pierce Brosnan's great.
Yeah. And it was one of those movies I remember first seeing. I wasn't quite sure where it was going to go.
And it surprised you.
Yeah. No, I liked it a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a film that you see pop up all the time now on lists and things like that, so it does have legs.
And you never would know that it was all shot in Europe.
I know, because I remember when I first saw it, I was completely convinced he shot someone on location on Long Island. I was like, wow.
Very good.
And Michael,
my
what's
choice
your...
is simple. Another Year, Mike Lee.
Of course, yep, saw that one.
One of the
coming.
best of this century so far, and I've talked about it enough.
From that year, Inception. I like Inception a lot. It's all exposition. You see when you're on level 3, time's move at half speed, and when you're on level 4, it moves at quarter speed. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I remember kind of enjoying watching it the first time because it is this sort of puzzle.
The puzzle, a Nolan puzzle,
but then when you go to watch it again, it's like, it becomes tiresome.
Yeah.
Yeah, performance, I liked Ellen Page, I liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I thought DiCaprio was great.
Yeah, everybody in it is good.
But, at the end I was like, oh, okay, so what level are we on now, and what happens at this level?
The spinning top, which...
Great in.
If you go and look up on the internet, the amount of comments
I know.
About that, it's like...
I remember seeing it, and when it cut to black before the top either stopped or didn't, the whole audience went, "Oh, come on!"
Out of this bunch, I like The Kids Are All Right.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry
I do too.
that
I like The Kids Are All Right a lot.
And that movie's kind of disappeared. It's not even on cable. It's not anywhere.
It's
so good. And she's disappeared. I guess she does television.
Yeah. She does. She's still working, as you say, but
I hope
it's
so.
been underappreciated.
Definitely.
It's a really good movie.
I love Black Swan. I'm an Aronofsky guy.
I like Black Swan.
And...
I like Black Swan too, but boy, is it disturbing.
Oh boy,
I did not.
The one thing that stops me from really loving Black Swan is Vincent Cassel. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I love Natalie. I love Mila Kunis. I just did not believe him
He's
as
not appealing at all.
And he's not very dynamic. I mean, that person, it's like Lermontov in The Red Shoes. He should be someone who's really dynamic and really forceful. And
where you can really understand why people are so drawn to him.
I'm going to throw in one great genre film that has held up incredibly well, and that's Unstoppable. The one about the runaway train with Denzel Washington and Chris Pine.
I never saw
that. Film made by Tony Scott. Great action director, and just I love movies like that, like Baby Driver, where you've got a B picture with an A cast. If you've never seen it, it is just Rosario Dawson's in it. Just a great amount of fun is Unstoppable from 2010. And I'm also going to throw in Bong Joon-ho's Mother. I know you guys didn't see that for the Bong Joon-ho. I love it's not The Host, it's not Parasite, but I kind of love it. Anything else you guys want to mention for 10?
No.
No.
All right, so that being said, we move on to you want to talk about a film that's disappeared. How about 2011's winner for Best Picture? That would be The Artist.
Which I enjoyed.
Listen.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And I don't like silent movies.
And I do. Listen, I schlepped down to see Queen Kelly.
I saw it too.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just in its excess, and I can see why it ended von Stroheim's career.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, the drooling the tobacco juice when he's drooling, and they shot that like 50 times, and Gloria Swanson was like, "Okay, we're done."
I don't think she's very good in it, Gloria Swanson.
Well,
I like the other woman, the queen.
Best sniffing underpants scene ever, though. I mean, especially from 1929.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a little like, whoa, really?
There's a lot of stuff they got away with.
I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Greed. It's not some of his better films of the mid-20s, but we're seeing anyway. So here's a silent film. It's fine. I really enjoyed it,
I did too.
And then I completely forgot it.
And part of it is very moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and beautifully done.
Even though they do use the music from Vertigo.
Did that bother you as much as it bothered Kim Novak?
No, I thought it worked in it. Yeah, I thought it worked.
She said she felt violated.
Oh my. And yet she appeared in Vertigo. Okay, well. So there you go. Mike, what else was nominated in 11?
Oh, yes. The Descendants, extremely loud and incredibly close.
Awful. I love that novel, and I hated the film.
I agree. I like the book, too.
Oh, love the book.
The Help.
Yeah.
Which I like, yeah.
Hugo.
Yay!
Yeah.
Midnight in Paris.
I like.
Moneyball.
Yes.
The Tree of Life.
I wonder if that's going to appear on my list.
And Warhorse. And the critics split on this one. The New York Film Critics gave it to The Artist. The LA Film Critics gave it to The Descendants.
Really?
And National Society of Film Critics gave it to Melancholia. Which is insufferable.
Melancholia is it's
Really?
if you like Von Trier, which I don't, it's a powerful film, and Kirsten Dunst is so good in it. But yeah, in the end, I just not a Von Trier fan.
Kind of an odd year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really weird.
And the nominees are kind of all over the place.
Yes.
I'm going to throw in there also Shame, the McQueen film.
Oh,
I was
yes.
I was going to bring that up because
Yeah.
do you guys like Shame?
I do.
It's a hard film to love, but I
yeah,
admire it.
I think I have to watch it again because I remember by the end of the movie I was bored.
Really? Oh, I was never bored. By
Yeah.
and McQueen has gone on to do some really interesting
Even
stuff.
though it was at the time it was thought of to be very ground. I mean I think they're both really really good in it and very brave performances.
Yeah.
I just remember by the end of it like I'm bored. Okay.
I'd never seen a movie about that before, and Fassbender
Yeah.
is incredible. I
Yeah.
mean, in
Yeah.
terms of what he can do.
A movie that was not nominated I like a lot is Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Yes.
You do love Le Carré, don't
But
you?
it's pretty very very melancholy.
Gary Oldman was quite good, although.
Yes.
Everybody in it is
Always.
excellent.
But he's no Alec Guinness.
Well, no.
I loved that
Yes.
series.
Yeah.
The series is very different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a Separation in there. The Iranian film, I mean, which was powerful, beautiful stuff, and I'm gonna throw Bridesmaids in there. We did an episode early on about what happened to film comedy in the 2010s, and I think it has very much to do with the importance of the foreign market, is that verbal comedy is not going to translate well, and so, but we named Melissa McCarthy as the standard bearer of comedy in the teens.
Steals the movie.
And
she does.
I never really had heard of her until Bridesmaids, and
I don't think I had either.
she's just brilliant. You just never know where she's going.
I love
in
the part with the dogs.
Oh, I went a little overboard. I mean, I love everything she does in that film, and Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph, just really, really, really well done. So, that being said, Mike, what would be your
My
pick for
favorite is not a nominee, and I'm guessing you guys probably haven't seen it. Joaquin Trier's Oslo, August 31st. It's about a guy in rehab who's being let out for like 24 hours and hooking up with people and trying not to go back to drugs in just this 24-hour period. I'm a big fan of Joaquin Trier.
Of Trier?
Have either one of you seen
Sentimental Value? Oh, sure. I liked it a lot. I'm glad both of the daughters got nominated, and he got nominated. Stellan Skarsgård got nominated too. Yeah, no, very good. It was a little long. And that one shot where he's, where you see Stellan Skarsgård's face, and then it becomes the daughter's face.
Well,
and
that's right out of Persona. Yes.
Yeah, right. I mean,
that was a little weird, but I love the movie. But it's about actors.
Yes,
and it's about acting. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I thought the and even Elle Fanning was good.
Yeah, she was excellent. I thought she was excellent in whatever the Dylan movie last year, the Bob Dylan.
Yeah, she was
the wife.
She was right.
Or the girlfriend.
The girlfriend, Suze. Yeah. So yeah, no, I can see that. Oslo, August.
Yeah, 31st. It's not the first movie I've seen of his. I saw one movie in 2007 called Reprise. But I'm a big fan, as you know, I'm a big fan of his.
Is the film widely available?
You can probably get it on DVD.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I didn't check.
I don't know if it's streaming either, but hopefully it's worth seeing. Jono, what's your... You and me both. Yep. We're going Malick. Yeah. We're going full Malick. Yeah. Even with the 20-minute creation of the universe section, we've talked about that film endlessly. It holds up.
And I was bored. I'm sorry.
I thought that the ending, when Jessica Chastain, the mother, has been doing nothing but questioning God about the loss of her son, and her last line is, "I give him to you."
Yeah.
And that just killed me. I thought the cast was great. It was so beautifully shot. I know it was a little abstract.
A little
abstract. But, Malick makes you work for it. And, I had kind of given up on Malick because I didn't like New World. I didn't like Thin Red Line. And then this. And I think I told you guys I got to see it at Brooklyn Academy of Music with a live orchestra playing the score. And it was...
Well, with that, it would work because there wasn't very much dialogue.
Yeah.
I saw Phantom Thread with an orchestra at BAM, and that didn't work because there was a woman sitting next to me saying, "I don't know what's going on." Of course you don't. The music is covering up the dialogue.
It's too much.
Too loud.
Yeah.
All right, so Michael is...
I want to put one... Yeah, I want to put in
full
one
Norwegian for this, and John and I are going Tree of Life. Anything else you want to mention for 11?
Beginners by Mike Mills.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's very original, and when I saw that film, I said Christopher Plummer is going to win the Oscar, and this was in the summer.
Really good.
And deservedly so. And it was a wonderful film, very, very original.
Love it. And I'm going to, again, wave the banner for Hugo. I think, it's a story that I've never seen told before. There are moments in it, like when the automaton comes to life, when she's got the key around her neck and she gives it to him, and the whole end about Méliès, and you can just tell that this is made by someone whose entire life is film.
Yeah.
And I really thought it was. I even liked Sacha Baron Cohen in it as the security guard in the railway station.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No, I thought it was precious.
Yeah, okay, I could see that. It's on the edge.
Yeah.
John, anything else you want to mention for 11?
No.
Can I ask?
No.
What did you guys really think of Midnight in Paris?
I like it.
I like it, but I am surprised it was such a hit.
I didn't like it until the end. First of all, Owen Wilson in a Woody Allen movie, no. Second of all, I just really thought it was, you want to talk about precious.
Yeah.
I mean, but that brilliant little ending where you're going back in time to the 20s, and you find out that all the people in the 20s want to do is go back to the 1890s in the Belle Epoque. I thought that was brilliant. And so I'll give him that one on the
But
ending.
I think it was the highest grossing movie he ever had, which confuses me.
I'm just guessing that people just enjoyed the fantasy of being able to go back in time to some period that they always kind of longed for or really passionate about. Be a fly on the wall kind of thing.
Yeah, with Hemingway and Gertrude Stein and
the actor that played Hemingway was great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's get his name. He works a lot. He's always bald.
I would say that it's probably my favorite Woody Allen film of this century.
Oh, I prefer Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, maybe
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That was original.
Yes.
Didn't like Wonder Wheel.
Oh God, that was booed at an industry screening.
How did that one even get made?
I don't know.
Well, but isn't the deal that they give him a certain amount of money and he has final cut, and they have no say? The studio.
And
has
he
no
had
say?
yeah. But that was one of his worst.
All right. Yep, we lived under the cyclone. Did that better in 2 minutes in Annie Hall. All right, so we move on to 2012, and Argo is your Best Picture winner, which in and of itself I really enjoyed.
I did too.
It's a very gripping story that had never been told before. I thought the performances were great. I liked the script. I wasn't brokenhearted to see it win.
No, but there were better movies.
What else was nominated?
Yeah, I
Other nominees were Amour,
Yeah,
Beast of the Southern Wild,
there you go.
Django Unchained, Les Miserables,
Oh,
Life of Pi,
yeah,
Lincoln,
sure.
Silver Linings Playbook,
Never got that.
Zero Dark 30. And New York Film Critics went with Zero Dark 30. LA Film Critics and National Society went with Amour.
As am I.
And me too.
Yeah, I mean, Amour is my choice for that year.
Lincoln a close second for me.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you guys know how much I love Beast of the Southern Wild. I think that is a beautiful movie, but by a director whose work has come to nothing, Ben Zeitlin. I don't know where he's been since then, but...
But you don't like Django Unchained?
No.
I like Django Unchained a lot until it veers
That
off into
ending!
cartoon violence, and
Which he does in Hateful Eight, which he does in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And I
just kinda loses me.
enjoyed Django Unchained so much more than
Bastards?
Inglourious Basterds, which I think is a one-scene movie, the first scene.
And the scene in the bar is good, too.
And I don't like the Hateful Eight.
Oh, I hated that. Oh my God! I went to see, at Second Avenue. I went to see the Christmas thing. They had they gave out programs and did an intermission like it was like 1968.
I know.
And it was so disappointing.
Yeah.
As John, I think you said that you like the opening before they get to the place where they sit still for 2 hours.
Yeah, the whole setup and everything.
Right.
I really liked it a lot. I was really into it, and then it just kind of went.
Yeah.
Right. Why are you shooting in 70 if you're in one room?
Yeah.
Why? Well, there you go. And Moonrise Kingdom was that year?
Oh, I like Moonrise. That's one of my favorite Wes Andersons, actually.
Other people like it more than I do, but it's charming. It's totally charming. And I'm gonna go James Bond on you guys. I mean, aside from Russia with Love, which I think is the best one ever made, and the dark horse choice of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, even without Sean Connery, which I think is just a brilliant, beautiful movie. I think Skyfall is the third best in the whole series.
I would say it's the best. I really liked Skyfall.
I can make that argument.
I did too.
Even a song.
I like
Go
Life of
Adele.
Pi.
I did.
I didn't either. I don't
know. I'm not crazy about it, but I liked it. And he won Best Director.
Yes, he
year.
did.
Yes, he did.
Second.
Right?
I had to explain to someone one time that no, that was all imaginary. That isn't what really happened. He created that in his head to be able to survive what really happened.
See, I'm going to argue that, at least as an English teacher, that it's not that people are stupid. It's just that people are so literal. They can't understand any meaning beyond what's actually happening in front of them. And yes, so you have to explain, oh, it's all a dream. Yeah, it's not real.
Do you guys like Zero Dark 30?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not.
I don't like it as much as Hurt Locker, but I mean, man. And that was my only problem. We're recording this 1 day after the Oscar noms came out, and I think they did an amazing job, given how big a fan of Sinners I am, but that House of Dynamite didn't get nominated for anything.
I wasn't surprised. It actually got very mixed reviews.
I thought it was great.
It was not considered one of her best films.
I'm a Bigelow fan, and I thought Jessica
I haven't seen it
Chastain was
yet.
great in the lead. No, in Zero Dark 30. It was tense. I mean, and it's another one of those historical films. Like, I always cite Apollo 13 as the example, where you know how it's going to turn out. You know everyone's going to be okay. You know we're going to get Bin Laden, and yet it's tense and suspenseful anyway. So I did like Zero Dark 30.
I'm going to throw one out there that
Go, Johnny, go.
That I do doesn't all quite work, but The Master. I think there's some great scenes in it. It just doesn't all quite
When
work,
I figure
though.
it out, I'll
I
know.
know. I
I'll
kind of
know
feel,
what I think of
always
it.
feel like, yeah, exactly. I feel like I know there's something going on here, but I'm not quite understanding. There's some great scenes in here. I don't know. It's like it doesn't quite have a through line that's working for me, but at the same time, there's some of it is just very impressive.
Oh
yeah, and the performances are
exactly
stunning.
Yeah.
Boy, he is good at getting good performances out
Oh,
of people.
yeah.
But I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know what he was going after there.
Well, it's almost like he had maybe 3 different movies in mind and then threw them together.
Yeah, I mean, there's the L. Ron Hubbard thing. Is it supposed to be a film?
Yeah, because before I saw it, I thought that's what it was really going to be about, and then it kind of goes in these different directions
that don't add up
Yeah.
to anything. Yeah, but again, reminds us how much we miss Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
So Mike and I are going with Amour for 2012. I mean, which we've talked about at length. It's a brutal film to watch, but it's just brilliant, and I don't think anything like it has ever been done.
Well, I'm going to show at my 75th birthday party.
Don't worry, everyone will forget it. And John, what about you for 12?
I'll go with Lincoln, but Amour is definitely like right next to it.
Yeah, and I feel the same way.
Yeah,
opposite. I think it's Daniel Day-Lewis's finest hour. I think it's Sally Field's.
Can't argue with either of those.
Every single
Everyone
person
is
is
so
down to the smallest part.
Down,
is
right,
excellent.
exactly.
good.
The character act. I mean, James
I-
Spader and all
very
those
well
other people
cast.
showing up.
I just love that film.
I just hate the ending, but I've talked about that before. So just end it with him walking off, not putting the gloves on
Well,
again.
he could have
and
ended
walking
it there, but at the same time, I like the ending.
I do too.
All right, I think it's handing us a little too much.
Have you seen O'Mara
but
yet?
I like seeing his
You gotta
inauguration
see it.
speech.
Yeah, no. I mean, and the idea, as we've said in these pages before, of focusing not on not starting in the log cabin and his life as Henry Fonda as a young lawyer, but just summing up Lincoln. Mike, it's what you said about the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
That instead of trying to tell her life,
Yes.
it tells her life by
Yes.
focusing on 1 week,
Mm-hmm.
and so this tells Lincoln's life by focusing on this
Exactly.
one effort.
And you really feel you know him.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and such a beautiful, restrained performance. Yeah, I mean, DDL is much more showy in There'll Be Blood, but I think this is actually maybe a better performance. I agree. So that is 2012. And we move on now to 2013, and maybe a year where they got it right. It's kind of hard to argue against 12 Years a Slave.
Yes.
I'm going to anyway, but
Why it's you think it's too much of a feel good movie?
I'm waiting for 12 Years, the musical. But no, but great.
They took my violin away.
away. No. But there was one film that year that I like a little bit more, but then it's totally different. But what else was nominated in 13 months?
American Hustle.
That I liked it when I saw it, but that it hasn't held up.
Yeah, well, his films don't.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting.
Captain Phillips.
Look at me. I'm the podcaster now.
Dallas Buyers Club, which I loathe.
Yeah, of course. Showy performances.
Gravity.
Yeah.
Her. Nebraska.
Sure.
Philomena. And The Wolf of Wall Street. And the New York Critics Award gave it to American Hustle. LA Film Critics gave it a tie to Gravity and Her. And National Society of Film Critics Award went to Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah,
which is my vote for the best picture.
That's my second place. I think that is one of the great.
I think that's Coen Brothers. One of their best.
Yep, and totally captures that time and place, and such a complicated character. And they discovered Oscar Isaac for the role, and there's so much good stuff happening there.
Carey Mulligan is wonderful.
Yep, the whole the sequence with John Goodman. When they go out to Chicago, that felt like it entered. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Why am I watching this?" But then it felt better integrated. Yeah. As the more times I've seen it
like 4 times.
I think it's great, and I was thinking about it when I was watching Blue Moon this year about a very different kind of artistic failure, because at least Larry Hart had been a huge success, unlike Llewyn. But the end of Llewyn Davis, when he's walking out to the alley where he's about to get the crap beaten out of him by the husband. I
like Blue Moon. I'm voting for Ethan Hawke in the SAG Awards.
Yes, I agree.
I think he was brilliant, and I still think he got screwed over by not getting nominated for First Reformed.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, he should have been. Yeah. Yes,
but to Llewyn Davis, and you hear Dylan. You don't see him, and you're like, oh shit, it's all over for him. He's done. He's done before he even started. So one of the great films ever made about artistic failure. So I am going with Her only because 12 Years is brilliant, and the performances are brilliant, and it gave us Lupita Nyong'o, who has turned out to be a huge star. But Her,
he did a wonderful Othello in London.
Oh really?
Oh God, I was crying at the end.
Wow.
And I know what happens.
Yeah, the end. Wait, he dies? What? Spoiler alert.
What?
I paid all that money to go see Othello. I didn't...
Well, now I don't have to go see it.
Exactly. Now it's a sled. Turns out Rosebud's a sled. So, what?
Even though you see it in that part.
No, I know, but we don't know what we're looking for yet.
I know. You don't notice it at all unless you're looking for it.
But rather than Social Network, I think it's Her that invented the future, that showed us what our future is going to be. Every day you read stories about people falling in love with AI.
It's happening more often.
I know, and falling in love with their operating systems and Siri and whatever. And, Spike Jonze saw that coming, over 10 years ago.
Was it a successful film?
It did well. It made its money back.
Okay, good.
And I'm on the fence about Joaquin Phoenix, but I
liked him in that.
Loved him in that.
Yeah.
And was it Amy Adams who played his?
No, Scarlett Johansson.
Who played as the voice? But I mean, who played the woman he eventually ends up with? His friend.
I think it was.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Fact checker.
Fact checker.
When I saw it back in 2013, it was just like, well, all right, but this is not going to happen. This is 25, 30 years off, and here we are, everyone falling in love with Siri.
Bizarre.
Oh my God! So Her is my choice for 2013, with all due respect and admiration for 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, Amy Adams.
Yeah. Thank you. John, you're not supposed to let people know you're the fact checker.
Well,
Then we have to pay. Then we have to pay you more. Shit. John, what's your 2013?
I'm gonna go with 12 Years a Slave, but Inside Llewyn Davis is a very close second.
Boy, that was a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't like Gravity. I like Gravity a lot.
I do too. And I don't like science fiction much, but
Yeah, I don't know. I liked her. I mean, I'm glad she won. I'm glad Cuarón won. It's beautifully made. Did she win that year?
she didn't win. She won for The Blind Side.
Oh, right. Oy. Let's not going there. But yeah, there's a number of films I would have been happy to have seen win that year. Mike, what about you?
I'm going with
Llewyn Davis?
Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah.
I'm also very, very fond, besides her, of Nebraska. I think that's
good pain film. Great performance by
yes.
June Squibb, and
Oh,
yeah, standing over the grave. That's one
Yes.
of the great scenes in
Yes.
Payne's work. I'm going to throw out Before Midnight was 13.
Oh, yeah.
The last in Linklater's
Which is my favorite, and most
trilogy.
people like it the least.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I like the first two a lot more,
Really?
especially the second one.
Yeah, and I really did like Before Midnight, though. I thought it was really an accurate portrayal of what might happen in that relationship and how it might go, and I just love the whole vibe of it. And I'm going to throw in Fruitvale Station.
Oh, yeah.
Which completely blew me away.
Yes.
And I think my undying faith in Ryan Coogler has finally been vindicated in the 16 nominations that Sinners got this year. I really hope he wins Best Director, but he's not. Anderson's going to win, right?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
See what the Directors Guild, the various guilds, do.
Maybe
it's
they will...
possible they could split. P.T. Anderson could win director, and Sinners winds up taking picture.
Or I wonder if Chloe Zhao could win, because Hamnet won the Golden Globe.
I don't think.
Yeah, and she just won 5 years ago.
I think it's. You're going to disagree with me. I think it's her best film, but.
Well, I loved Hamnet. I thought it was beautiful.
I liked it a lot, but I don't think she's going to win.
And I'm going to throw in, you guys know I'm a James Gray fan, although he is very inconsistent. That was also the year The Immigrant came out with Marion Cotillard. And
I don't remember that film.
Beautiful movie, and my favorite performance of hers, and I generally like her.
I know of it. I haven't seen it.
Check it out. It's really good.
seen it.
James Gray's The Immigrant. What else? Anything else you guys want to mention for 13?
No.
Nope.
Okay, the year my daughter graduated high school. Oh my lord. That can't be real. Okay, and so our final year of this episode, because as I said, we'll do 15 to 19 in February, 2014, and your winner was Alejandro Iñárritu's Birdman, which I completely loved. No, huh?
I didn't, and I'm usually love anything about
actors,
theater
yeah,
and
theater.
actors. That movie left me cold.
Interesting. It was very flat. It was very showy. It was, the no cuts or no visible cuts anyway.
Well, yeah, they were. As someone who knows that area very well, there were cuts.
Yeah, there were cuts. And I thought that, Emma Stone, all the Edward Norton, all the side players were great,
Yeah.
and that Michael Keaton was phenomenal. No, huh? I love the scene where he confronts the Times critic in the bar.
Yeah.
I was really, we hadn't seen much from him in a while, and I thought that was great. So what else was
you don't like it. I like Birdman, but I don't know. At the end, you're kind of like, so what?
Yeah, that's sort of how I felt.
Right, but the ending, the mystery, the ending is not tied up in a perfect ribbon and bow.
True.
It's just Emma Stone looking out the window and up and smiling, and
The very ending,
yeah.
because you're kind of like,
wait,
Did
did
he
he?
really?
Exactly.
Do they ever show that much? This Birdman, I never see Birdman much.
There was a period it was showing a lot on cable, but
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've seen it showing anywhere.
Because I only saw it once.
So what else was nominated?
American Sniper.
Which was good.
I thought it was very good. I think it's one of Clint Eastwood's later gems, frankly. And even though I disagree horribly with the politics.
Oh,
of
absolutely.
it.
But one of Brad Cooper's better performances,
Yes.
too.
Boyhood. The Grand Budapest Hotel. The Imitation Game.
Which is lovely.
Yeah, it's good.
Which one is that?
That's the Alan Turing one with Benedict Cumberbatch and Keira Knightley about the Breaking Enigma, which I thought, very masterpiece theater, but nicely done.
Selma.
Sure, Ava DuVernay, go.
The Theory of Everything.
That's the Hawking one.
Yep. And Whiplash, which I loathe.
Really?
Yes, I loathe. I just didn't buy the ending at all.
I didn't loathe it, but I didn't like it.
I really didn't like it.
Oh,
I know.
Well, I mean, my daughter and I have fistfights over whether Whiplash or La La Land is a better Chazelle film, but I thought, just for J.K. Simmons, and I thought that Miles...
He was excellent.
I thought that Miles Teller, was
I just
really good.
Didn't like the script. It was like, there were so many things where I go, I don't buy this, and I don't buy that the Simmons character would be willing to...
let him go at the let him play at the end.
Just to screw him up. I just didn't buy it.
So, Mike, what did the critics say?
Oh, New York and L.A. film critics chose Boyhood.
As well, they should have.
And the National Society of Film Critics went with Goodbye to Language.
The Godard.
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't see that. Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
I try to love Godard after 67, but it's really he makes you work for it, and I again, though that period Godard is like listening to 12-tone music. You really admire the intellectual, wow, these guys said, I'm not going to do 8 tones, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm throwing that out after 500 years and doing something else. But that doesn't make Schoenberg or Berg or Webern, any more pleasant to listen to. That's what I feel about Godard. A brilliant intellectual exercise, but cold.
I never saw it. I don't even remember it.
It's like trying to stay awake during a brilliant lecturer's class.
Yeah, exactly. So, and Mikey, what would be your...
My choice is not on this list,
but
it was on my 10 best for the teens. Ida.
Yeah, that's
a good
sure.
movie. Yes. Yeah, the Polish one.
Paula Pukowski, and it did win the Oscar that year for Best
Foreign Language
Film, or International Film, whatever they're calling it. And I was very moved by that film.
Yeah,
that's a good movie. I wrote that down as a movie to mention. Yep.
Jono?
My choice is Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, such a good movie.
And I know that Mike does not like it.
I should try to see it again.
I don't even like Wes Anderson that much, but I just love that movie. I've talked about it endlessly, so I'm not going to...
It's his most successful film critically.
As well it should. It may be that it's Ray Fiennes is so good. It may be that the look of it is so... the precious look, it works in the mythical kingdom of Dubravka.
It's funny because it works on two different levels. In one way, it looks very familiar, like, it's just before World War II, but at the same time, it isn't. It has that sort of storybook fairy tale kind of
disappearing
atmosphere
world
to it. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And, we're watching it disappear in front of our eyes. And, it's silly and it's kind of, but it's just, and Fiennes makes it work.
Kind of like watching the news today.
Yeah, well, there's that. But I just love that.
I generally always love Ray Fiennes. I saw a very small movie that he was in called The Choral, where he's a choir master.
1916,
Yeah, and I was very moved by him, and he's just so good.
Yeah, there's not. In anything, absolutely.
And as we know, he can play a terrible villain too.
Yes,
right. And I loved his Coriolanus is my second or third favorite Shakespeare film. I thought it was brilliant, and I love him in The Menu, and I love him in Hail Caesar. Where he's playing the director.
And let's not forget movie that he should have won the Oscar for last year, Conclave.
Yeah, he was great in that.
He was great in that.
Well, when we did our Best Supporting Actors back, like episode 32, 33, his performance in Schindler's List, you're like...
he should have won.
Whoa, who is this guy?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Just
absolutely.
The screen got electric every time he showed up. All right, well, you'll never guess in a million years what I'm choosing for 2014, fellas.
Well, I think I can.
Yes, you can, and time has not changed that for me at all. Aside from its temporal ambitions, I found myself totally moved by Boyhood, and I still do. I think it was a really risky idea. Mike, I know you don't like
The Boy.
The Boy, yeah, Ellis Coltrane.
But I do admire it. I do admire the film. I just was kind of... I'd heard so much hype, and then when I saw it, it was just like, I'm not mad about The Boy.
And there you go. There it is. That's a good name for something.
Yeah.
And no, and as I said when we were talking about the film before, the thing I love about Boyhood is that most great films about kids, like 400 Blows, the parents are just sort of, peripheral, if barely even there, like, the parents in the Charlie Brown cartoon, and yet this is easily, if not more, about Ethan Hawke and Patricia Arquette's growth.
Yeah.
As her scene at the end.
Oh yeah.
You know what's next? My funeral. So I thought that people didn't like the ending. Is a little heavy-handed.
Yeah.
They say you should seize your moments in life. Don't you think it's kind of the opposite? Okay, and we're at Big Bend, and I get it, but I thought it was.
I am looking forward, if I'm still alive, to see Merrily We Roll Along.
Yeah,
I want $1 for every time he says if I'm still alive.
Well, that's 15 years from now. Right?
No, 12. Because they started it in 20, so it should be done in 38.
Oh, maybe.
We'll all go together. There you go. All right. So, anything else you guys want to mention for 2014?
No.
I want to mention Interstellar. Interstellar was a film that I did not love. It felt like Nolan, reaching to be Kubrick and missing. But I got to tell you, man, that film has legs. It's talked about all the time. My students are all obsessed with it.
Really?
It has really held on. I think it's one half too clever, but I'll give it. And Ex Machina.
Yes.
Go Alex Garland. Yes.
Is that year?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's 2015.
Was that 15?
Yeah. The reason I remember that 2015 was the year I was a SAG nominator, and I had to see everything, and that was one of the films I had to see.
You don't like sci-fi,
and I liked it.
Yep.
I was surprised. I'm pretty sure that's 2015.
Maybe. All right.
I'm
fact
checker.
Yes.
Or that was the year it was qualifying for
yes, Mr. Kane.
Oscars. And that's really one of the few sci-fi movies that
Bernstein.
Am I a
horse-faced hypocrite? It ain't an episode until we quote Citizen Kane endlessly, so there you go.
That's right. According to the fact checker, it was originally released. Oh, I see. There were several different releases.
Ah.
Yeah. It was released in December of 2014, but it was a limited release. Then it was released again in January 2015, United Kingdom, and then April 2015, United States.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, all right. Okay. So
thank you, fact checker.
Thank you, fact checker. Expect a bump in your pay. So, and there you have it, my friends. The first half of our alternate Oscars, the 2010's edition. And again, we tend to dismiss the decade as being lowest common denominator, Marvel Universe stuff, but there's some really, really, really good films in there. Films that meet our standard, I think, of are people going to watch it in 25 years or 50 years? If there are still people watching movies in 25 years.
I think there will be.
I think there will be, and I think a lot of these films that we talked about are going to be watched. Okay, so with that in a heavy heart, we hand it over to Mike for our necrology.
Okay. My Brit, 91.
Oh,
Swedish-born actress who had supporting roles in Hollywood in the late 1950s, including The Young Lions, The Hunters, Murder Incorporated, and a leading role in a Hollywood remake of The Blue Angel. Hedda Hopper called her the most interesting Swede to hit Hollywood since Garbo. But
Ingrid, what's her name? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I thought that was a silly statement too. Maybe,
pretty stupid.
Maybe she hadn't forgiven Ingrid Bergman for
for the Rossellini thing.
Yeah. But
gotta let that go.
Britt's career came to a crashing halt when she became engaged and married Sammy Davis Jr.
Right.
They became a target of death threats, had streams of hate mail, and had neo-Nazi pickets outside of venues where Davis was performing. He was booed at the 1960 Democratic Convention, and the Kennedy campaign pleaded with Davis and Brett not to marry until after the election. Of course, interracial marriage was still 7 years from becoming legal. Loving versus Virginia.
Yep.
Davis and Brett divorced in 1968, although they remained friendly. Britt returned to acting in Hollywood, although she only made one more theatrical film, Haunts, in 1976. She retired totally from acting in 1988. How sad.
Yeah. Wow.
Brigitte Bardot, French actress and sex symbol of the late 1950s and 1960s.
Yeah.
She came to prominence with the 1956 film And God Created Woman,
Et Dieu créa la femme.
which flopped in France but was a hit in the United States. The New York Times critic Bowsley Crowther wrote that she was, quote, undeniably a creation of superlative craftsmanship, and, quote, a phenomenon you just have to see to believe. Roger Vadim directed the film, and they married briefly, but after their divorce, he continued to guide her career, directing her in 4 films in the next 2 decades. She appeared in René Clair's Grande Maneuver, Jean-Luc Godard's Contempt,
Love her in that.
and Louis Malle's A Very Private Affair and Viva Maria, where in the latter which she co-starred with Jean Moreau. She made a few film appearances in English, but never worked in Hollywood. She retired from acting in 1973 at the age of 39 and became an animal rights advocate. I never saw what the big deal was.
No, I'll
take.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll take Anna Karina. I'll take Monica Vitti.
Yes.
I'll take Jean Moreau.
Yes.
There's a bunch of actresses from
Yes.
that. I'll take Anouk Amy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think are sexier in their way
Yes.
than. Although Bardot was, to her credit, really, really good in the Godard film in Contempt.
I remember seeing, as a kid, Viva Maria. And that was the first time I'd ever seen Bardot. Of course, I'd heard the name. And I thought, Moreau is just acting rings around her.
No, exactly.
It was like no contest. And then, of course, besides the animal rights advocate, she became a far right.
Yes, a loud Muslim hater.
What is it with French
I don't know.
legends? Gerard Depardieu, the late Alain Delon, all became right-wingers when they got older. What is it?
Yes, she did not acquit herself well, but, she, as a certain
Let's
kind of...
just say that France has had a checkered history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they've always been so kind to the Jewish people, so...
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bella Tarr. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Tar is like too...
I've never seen anything.
I made it through most of Satan Tango.
Yeah, that's the one
And it's 7 hours plus.
Right.
I really admire what he's trying to do.
Hungarian film director and screenwriter who won fame for slow-moving black and white epics. He only made 9 films in 32 years, and his films were often long and featured complex, single-take shots, often lasting several minutes, giving the audience an immersive sense of unmanipulative experience and physical space, what some critics termed temporal realism. Largely avoiding traditional plots, the films would explore existential themes of human existence, focusing on lives of marginalized and desperate people. He was never commercial, but a couple of his films is considered one of the founding films of the contemporary slow cinema movement. His film, how do you pronounce it?
Satan Tango.
Satan Tango, running over 7 hours, has been cited as a major influence of directors Jim Jarmusch and Gus Van Sant.
I guess. I just don't see it. I mean, Tarkovsky, I see him, although that's a different kind of.
Yeah.
But I think one of Tar's films is in the Sight and Sound Top 100.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, and if you want to talk about temporal realism, that's John Dielman. I mean, that's that's everything feels like it's taking place in real time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, a brilliant intellectual exercise and heartfelt, but just I couldn't do it.
Isaiah Whitlock Jr., 71. Character actor who was mostly a New York stage actor until he met Spike Lee, who encouraged him to audition for the role of a DEA agent in The 25th Hour. This led him to his most famous role on The Wire, in which he played State Senator Davis. Originally supposed to be a one-episode part, Whitlock wound up appearing in 25 episodes. Other theatrical films include Spike Lee's She-Ra, Black Klansman, and The Five Bloods. He was most recently seen on Netflix's miniseries The Residents, which is very funny.
I have not seen it yet.
It's fun, yeah. And he was a good actor. He just seemed to die very suddenly. And then...
Yeah.
This one makes me sad.
Well, you grew up with All in the Family and...
Rob Reiner, 78. Director, actor, producer, activist. The son of Carl and Estelle Reiner, Rob made his film debut in his father's 1967 film, Enter Laughing. Another film he appeared in was his father's 1970 comedy, Where's Papa, which is very funny.
Yeah, it is.
But his most famous acting role was his son-in-law Mike Stivic in All in the Family, which won him 2 Emmy Awards as Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series and 3 other nominations.
And deserved all of them.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. It was amazing.
After his role in the series ended, he took up producing and directing theatrical films. His first film as director were a couple of TV movies, and then he hit it big with This Is Spinal Tap, a mock documentary in which he also appeared in a supporting role. Among his other 30 directed films were The Sure Thing, Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, North, The American President, Ghost of Mississippi, The Bucket List, and the film version of A Few Good Men, which brought him his only Oscar nomination for Best Picture. His final film was Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. He has one other film not released yet, Spinal Tap at Stonehenge, the final finale.
Awesome. Such a fine line between clever and stupid.
I know.
Now, he did continue to appear in supporting roles as an actor, most notably Mike Nichols' Postcards from the Edge, Woody Allen's Bullets Over Broadway,
Right.
Nora Ephron's Mixed Nuts, Albert Brooks's The Muse, Ron Howard's Ed TV, Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street,
Sure, the dad, yeah.
and my personal favorite, Mike Nichols' Primary Colors, where he plays radio talk show host Izzy Rosenblatt. Yeah. I love that bit. It was my favorite part of the film, and I liked the film.
I loved Rob Reiner as an actor.
Yeah, I did too.
Him.
I preferred him as an actor to a director
But
for the most part.
No, well, he was a director. He was an old school director. Mm-hmm. He was a Michael Curtiz kind of director.
Yeah.
There was no Rob Reiner style.
No, not at all.
But just an amazing storyteller. And you find me a better 5-film run to begin a career than Spinal Tap, Sure Thing, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, and When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
Those were his first 5 films.
You do know that
Epic.
the actress who plays in the restaurant, I'll have what she's having.
That's his mother.
Yeah, that's his mother.
It's Estelle.
Yeah.
It was her. Apparently, it was her idea too.
To say that line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's.
And the lost gem in that 5 is the Sure Thing. The other 4.
Sure Thing I like.
Sure Thing
Love
is
Sure Thing.
really fun. Yeah.
It has one of my
We're
favorite.
3 good-looking guys.
One of my favorite lines ever that I use all the time is when John Cusack is like, you've got to be spontaneous sometime, and Daphne Zuniga says, well, spontaneity has its time and place. So I thought that was
As a devoted
for that.
Democrat, he was a longtime activist and an outspoken supporter of candidates and political causes. In California, he spearheaded a 1998 ballot initiative that increased taxes on tobacco to pay for early childhood programs. He also backed a legal campaign aimed at persuading the New York U.S. Supreme Court to establish a constitutional right of same-sex marriage.
Yeah, just an awful loss, and can't even think about the way it happened.
The thing is, and then as an actor and a director, take all that out. He was a great person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a good guy.
A really, really kind person.
Absolutely.
And he stood up for other people.
Yep.
In kindness.
Including his son.
Yes, including his son.
Yeah. Just
Just
stunning.
In The Sure Thing, actually, the really famous line is that part when they have no money and they're really desperate.
Yes.
And she pulls out, she goes, "Oh, I have a credit card. Oh, but my dad said to only use it in case of an emergency. Well, I guess we'll have to wait until one comes up."
and they're dripping wet.
Yeah. Just if you haven't seen, because most people have seen the other four,
Yeah.
but track down The Sure Thing. It is absolutely worth seeing. Wonderfully done. So, a short and tragic necrology. Rob Reiner is a loss that's going to be felt for a long time, I think. But let's cheer things up a little bit and hand the mic over to young John Meyer, who will enrapture us with his monthly quote quiz. Jono.
Okay. Previous episode's quote was, "And if you get bored in Oklahoma City, you can always go over to Tulsa. For the weekend." That was Cary Grant to Irene Dunn in The Awful Truth, 1937.
Great line.
Directed by Leo McCarey.
Great
And if
movie.
you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and watch it because it is so much fun.
Poor Ralph Bellamy. He deserves better than that.
He's good in
He's
it.
awesome.
He got his supporting actor nomination.
That's
Yeah,
what
he
he should have.
His only one, I think.
Okay. The new quote is, "Who are you going to believe, me or your own eyes?"
Ooh, that does sound familiar. All right. All right. I think I know, but I'm not going to say anything. No spoilers. And if you want to find out more about this and our other 60-something odd episodes, please visit our website, www.vintagesand.com. Get much more information on the films we've talked about, as I said, and please suggest topics for when now we're out of alternate Oscars. We got to figure out something else to do. So all help gratefully accepted. Speaking of which, just teasing it a little bit, we may very well be having a first in episode 67, which we'll do after the Oscars, and will be in March, which will be our 2025 wrap-up. We may have our first guest star. I'm not naming names, but we're finally letting people into our little group here, which can only mean progress. And I'm looking forward to the Oscars this year, guys. I think they made some I think they did very well with the nominations.
I love 8 of the films.
Yeah, well, I mean, when we talk about the top 10, I actually have 10 films that I love for the first time since we've been doing this.
This is a good year.
Yep, a really, really good year, and I'm looking forward. And maybe someone black will actually win Best Director. It hasn't happened in all of the history of the Academy Awards, coming near 100 years now, but one can hope, although honestly, if they gave it to Paul Thomas Anderson, who's never won it before, which is almost impossible
11
to
nominations,
conceive.
too, yes.
But
for writing and directing and producing.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
And I would really like to see Michael B. Jordan win Best Actor because he played 2 parts brilliantly. And really gave individuality to both of the twins.
I think he's gonna win.
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
No, I think it's gonna be Chalamet.
Well, yeah.
Have
maybe.
you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet, but for everything I've
That
read,
was one of my few other objections with it. Joel Edgerton did not get nominated
that's such a wonderful film.
and he's in every minute of that film. Train Dreams is just beautiful.
Oh, I
beautiful
love that movie.
Well, yep. Well, we will talk about that hopefully in the presence of a guest star. That's all I can say right now. And of course, tune in next month in February. We will finish our list. We'll go from 2015 to 2019 and put to bed this alternate Oscars, at least for the Best Picture category. Who knows what might come next? Who can say? Que sera, sera, as Doris Day sang too loudly. But, well, I know she does it on purpose.
How many people got that reference?
Oh, cool. I know you guys did, so listen, I'm just working the room here. But this is my time to let you know, as ever, that Vintage Sand is a 5 9s and a 4 production. We want to thank Melissa Cabot for her technical help, Mama Sue for the use of the hall, Theo for the kick-ass logo, and we just wanted... please visit www.vintagesand.com. We are available on SoundCloud and Spotify and YouTube and Apple Podcasts. So basically, all your platforms. Keep the faith. Don't lose hope. Hang in there. There's always art. There's always film. Art will save your life. And we wish in that spirit, as we always do, that your favorite films may always be streaming.